Alright, my captains, so today we are going to take a look at your choice of who is the upcoming Herrscher in Honkai Impact 3rd. And when I say the upcoming Herrscher, I mean it should come either in version 6.0 or 6.1. I believe that we should actually see the Herrscher already in one of these two version updates. I believe 6.0 is actually the most the one that I have the highest hope for, because of the fact that we already got introduced to a Herrscher that is going to face us, and therefore what they always do is basically introduce us a Herrscher that is our opponent, and then they introduce the Herrscher that is going to fight it. So basically I believe that 5.9 is going to be the build up for that moment, and then 6.0 should be actually where we fight, where we see the Herrscher that we are going to use to fight basically the upcoming Herrscher. Now, as you can see, we have four different choices. We have Herrscher of Corruption elysia, we have 13th elysia, basically the 13th Herrscher elysia from the previous era. We have VILL-V, and we have a new awakening of May. I chose these four because of the fact that I believe that these are the only four choices that miHoYo can choose between, unless they actually come up with something out of nowhere now in the current chapter, and basically make that the Herrscher, which I actually stopped, because this is going to be a Herrscher out of nowhere and they never did it before, so I don't think that they will do it now either. It should be one of these four, because these are the four that we actually are expecting and are hyped for, and therefore we will pay more for them, more than what we would pay for something that came out of nowhere, right? We aren't associated with that thing as much as we are actually for these four, and therefore these four are going to be a much better choice for them. Now, nonetheless, let's take a look at your choices. So I have to click on one of them because of the fact that I am not on my account. So that's why I have to click on it in order to see the pool. And in order to confirm that we didn't change anything in the results of the pool, we will click now on 13th elysia. And as you can see, the votes are the same. On VILL-V, the same. On New Awakening, the same. So basically, we didn't change anything in the results with our click on the pool. Now, as you can see, your choice is by far majority. A very high majority is actually saying Herrscher of Corruption elysia, and I totally understand that. It seems that people are expecting the same situation as with Herrscher of Sentience Fuhua, where we got the Herrscher as our opponent and we still got it as the summonable Herrscher. We didn't actually got a Herrscher that we can use in the story to face another Herrscher, but we got the Herrscher that we faced actually as the summonable Herrscher. So it seems like it is actually the character that people expect the most, and I totally understand because of two facts. The first one is the fact that the 13th Herrscher elysia is a very hard one, unfortunately, since elysia is already corrupted. As you can see, she is a corrupted Herrscher now, and basically getting her data back from the previous era is going to be a pretty hard task, but there is a hope that I am going to talk about later when we talk about the 13th elysia. There is a hope of getting her, but this hope is very, very low actually, and therefore getting her as a corrupted Herrscher is actually a much higher chance. As for VILL-V, we already got VILL-V in 5.9, and I don't really see them going with another VILL-V directly in 6.0, neither in 6.1. I really don't see any VILL-V getting released there, but since she is one of the most related Valkyries to the current chapter, I had to put her there just in case. You never know what miHoYo do actually, or Hoyoverse. Whenever I say miHoYo, people go on me telling me, Rami, it's actually HoYoverse now, it's not miHoYo. It's the same, it's the exact same company. They just changed the name for the global server, nothing more. So yeah, basically, it's still miHoYo, it's nothing else. But yeah, just for the case of being basically clear, HoYoverse. You never know what HoYoverse can do actually, so basically that's why I had to put VILL-V there. Then we have basically the New Awakening, and in terms of New Awakening, I really don't know what to say. I will talk about it later. Because if I say anything, I will just completely spoil my opinion about it. So that's why we will talk about it later. So basically, the Herrscher of Corruption, elysia, has the highest chance in my opinion as well. I think that your choice is completely correct, and we should see her actually as the summonable Herrscher that we are going to get next. Then we have the 13th elysia. She is the second highest, and in my opinion, I think that the New Awakening of May has a higher chance. But let's talk about the 13th elysia. The chances of getting her is basically by somehow managing to get elysia out of corruption and be able to basically return her data files from the previous era. And this is basically just getting her out of corruption is going to be an extremely hard task. Not to mention the basically ability to be able to get her data from the previous era back. This is going to be near impossible, but we have two Valkyries, or one Valkyrie and one elf, that can actually do this together. The first one is basically the elf is clean. She is actually a pretty talented one, and she could maybe have an update or a backup for the data files that elysia had from the previous era or from the current era to basically save her from the corruption. And then we have basically Aponia to use her powers to be able actually to bring back the previous era Herrscher, 13th Herrscher elysia. So this is the only way I can think of where we can actually bring back the 13th Herrscher elysia to life and be able actually to fight the Herrscher of Corruption elysia. Other than that, I don't see any other way actually. A combination of Clean and Aponia would be the absolute the only way actually, not the absolute best way, but the only way in my opinion that they could bring back actually the 13th Herrscher elysia and let her fight the Herrscher of Corruption elysia. If you have any other ways, let me know about it in the comments section below. Now, as for VILL-V, as I said before, we already got VILL-V in the basically 5.9 version update, so I really doubt we are going to get her in 6.0 or in 6.1, and therefore I agree with you, she should be actually the lowest chance. She should have the lowest chance. And then we have the New Awakening for May. And the New Awakening for May is pretty interesting because of the fact that it could be another Herrscher of Flamechasers Kiana situation, where we have actually May getting the power of maybe 13th Herrscher elysia and basically use it to awaken a new Herrscher inside her, just like how Kiana did actually with the power of the other Herrschers, Herrscher May and Herrscher Bronya. She did actually get their powers and basically awaken a new Herrscher of Flamechasers inside her. So she could maybe do the same here and awaken a new Herrscher inside her by getting maybe the core of the Herrscher of the 13th Herrscher elysia, or getting her power somehow and basically awaken a new Herrscher inside her. So these are the Valkyries that I think are the only Valkyries that could get a Herrscher next. Let me know your opinion about it in the comments section below. Do you think that there are any other Herrschers who could actually get the Herrscher next, or are there any are there any other Herrscher? Are there any other Valkyries who could actually get the Herrscher next? Let me know about it in the comments section below. And yeah, basically with that being said, that was everything for today. By the way, in the comments section there are some amazing ideas actually about the current Valkyries and whether they will get the Herrscher or not. So if you are interested, make sure to actually take a look at the comments and basically maybe interact with them, tell them your opinion about their opinion, and that would actually lead to a furthermore discussion. And I really enjoy reading the discussions of the Honkai Impact community because of the fact that they are actually one of the absolute best community in terms of discussions. Nobody says, oh, you are stupid, or you are bad, or you are whatever. No, they say your opinion is actually nice, but I think that it is going to be like that. And this is actually pretty phenomenal community. I just love the community of Honkai Impact 3rd. It's just a phenomenal community, to be honest. So yeah, basically, if you are interested, you can take a look at the comments. As you can see, we have 34 comments, which is pretty phenomenal amount actually, and give them your opinion about their opinions as well. So anyways, I hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so that they can enjoy it too. And if you got any useful information from this video, or if you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe my channel and turn on the notification bell beside it so that you stay notified with everything new about Honkai Impact 3rd. And with that being said, see you as always in the next video of Honkai Impact.